Hi guys. All right, so we're beginning Unit 3, and Unit 3 focuses on rhetorical skills, just like Unit 2 did, but a little bit more advanced this time. And it also includes a paper. So while there will be a test closer to Christmas, we are going to start off spending the time between now and Thanksgiving working on this rhetorical analysis paper. There's going to be a lot of things that are very similar to the literary analysis paper that we did over Bless Me Ultima, but there are going to be a lot of things that are different as well. So I'm going to guide you through this process. Okay, you'll notice first thing to pay attention to is the due date. November 18th is a red day. It's a Wednesday for the red day kids. November 19th, it's a Thursday, is a green day. That November 19th is the last time I see you before Thanksgiving. The red day kids, we still have November 20th technically, but the 19th I won't see you guys or see you guys after that. So make sure to hit that deadline, okay? All right, so I want you to, I haven't put like a ton of information on this assignment sheet because I didn't want to overwhelm you into not reading it. So I'm going to kind of go through it with you here, but it is pretty sparse because I just wanted to get to the point, make sure you understand what I'm asking of you. Sorry, that was my dog whining because he wants to go out. He'll go out in a minute. He's fine. Okay, so first step is to choose a speech that you would like to write your paper based around. Okay, I have compiled a list of 8 speeches right here, okay, that I am providing to you in Canvas. There's a page on today's module called Rhetorical, let's see what it's called actually. It's called, that's next day, Rhetorical Analysis Paper Speech Choices right here that you can go and they're all linked. Okay, so you can pick any one of them and you can actually like look at them, see how long they are, see what they're about. And I advise that you do that before making a decision because you're going to be pretty attached to this speech for the next 3 weeks. I've tried to hit a variety of time periods as well as a variety of topics. If you need some advice, you're welcome to email me, but I think you should go with your gut based on what you think you can handle. Some of them are easier than others to understand. Easier language does not make easier analysis necessarily, so keep that in mind. Your overall goal is to analyze the speaker's use of rhetorical elements. When I use the word elements, I'm using it to describe everything we've learned about the ways in which people are persuasive in their speaking/writing. So rhetorical appeals, ethos, logos, pathos, that's a type of rhetorical element. Rhetorical situation is part of rhetorical elements. There's going to be lots of other things, types of evidence, counter arguments, all those things plus things that we're going to be learning in addition are all rhetorical elements. Your main goal for this paper is to identify the writer/speaker's purpose and then to figure out how they achieve that purpose. Okay? So, that is the content of the paper. I kind of just went over all of this. The rhetorical elements are the tools that the writer/speaker uses to persuade their audience, okay? I use the metaphor of mining the text for these gems, meaning you're going to have to go back time and time again, looking specifically for certain things in order to figure out how this is done. Okay, this paper needs to be in MLA format. If you look at the rubric, which we're going to look at here in just a second, you'll notice that there is a 10-point category or a 10% worth for MLA format alone. Last time for literary analysis, it was supposed to be in MLA format, and you guys did okay with it, but not to the level that I want yet. So we'll do a quick review of that, but you can also just look it up. It's not like a secret that you have to wait for me to tell you what to do. It's very easily findable. You're old enough and responsible enough to figure that out on your own. Of course, your thesis is going to be the most important part of your paper because everything else goes back to it. So your commentary is worthless without a really strong and correct thesis. You're going to notice You're going to notice it's going to be one of the first things we focus on before we get really deep into the paper because I want to really check everybody's thesis this time around because it hindered some of you last time. So the thesis will be found at the end of the introduction as always. This paper is unique because it doesn't have like a set number of body paragraphs that I'm just going to choose for you. You have to have an introduction, you have to have a conclusion, and then your body paragraphs are actually going to be divided into the number of sections that you break your speech into, which is something we're going to talk about around Rhetorical Analysis Part 2. And then you will write your paper in chronological order of the speech. Okay, so the writer/speaker first does this. The next thing the writer/speaker does is this, etc., etc. As always, body paragraphs should begin with topic sentences. Body paragraphs, this is a very specific, so pay attention, should have at least 3 pieces of evidence each. That's textual evidence from the speech. And every piece of evidence should have 2 sentences of commentary connecting it back to the thesis. Okay? All right, let's take a look. I want to show you, I'm not going to go through it with you in depth, but I want to show you, if you go back to today's module, you can find the rubric right here. And the assignment sheet that I've been showing you on the screen is also right here where it says assignment sheet. And this is, you can see this is Unit 3, Day 1. So you're watching this hopefully on either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. I'm recording it on Monday. Oh, I have a child coming in. Hold on one second.
Who's talking?
And we're back.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Elder's son.
My oldest.
And there's a dog. If you're scratching, it's our dog over there.
Okay, so let's look at the rubric really quickly so I can show you. It should feel very similar to the rhetorical analysis, to the literary analysis rubric that we just worked off of. Which, as a reminder, as you're going into this paper, if you would like your rubric that's highlighted from your last paper to sort of see where your strengths and weaknesses were, just let me know and I can leave it up at the front office for you, or you can come in and stop by and see me. Or we can work something out in terms of getting that to you. Okay, so thesis is only 10% of the score, but it is more important than that really overall because it does affect the evidence and the commentary so heavily. Okay, so let's look at the A level here. If your evidence is A level, then it's going to be specific, it's going to support your claim, your thesis, and it's going to follow the line of reasoning that stems from the thesis, which in this case is chronological and all pointing towards the purpose that you establish. We also, last time we didn't have on the rubric about embedding quotes, even though I did make it, shush puppy, even though I did make it very clear I wanted you to embed quotes, and most of you did. That's actually on the rubric this time, so that's something to keep in mind that you want to continue to keep doing. Commentary. A-level commentary, the writer consistently explains how each textual evidence, each piece of textual evidence supports the line of reasoning and how multiple rhetorical choices in the passage contributes to the writer's purpose or message. Okay? That is going to be the majority of your paper should be commentary, explaining to me how this evidence supports your thesis. Okay? It's going to be like the little Russian dolls. Okay? I forget what they're called. Each one is a part of a bigger purpose. Okay, so your textual evidence is like the little doll in the middle, and it supports your topic sentence of your body paragraph, which supports your overall thesis. Okay, I don't know if this made any sense. These are supposed to be dolls. I'm not sure if that visual is working for you or not. Okay, organization is 10%. You're going to want to, of course, have things organized in a way that makes sense. You're going to want to have transitions and topic sentences as appropriate, and everything in an A-level paper organized flows very easily from one section to the next so that I know completely what you're talking about and at all times and where you're going. You see the MLA section just like before, and then we have a conventions section as well for grammar and punctuation and neatness and all that. Okay? All right. Good. I hope this helps you at least begin to think about this paper. The thing that you should be doing next, make sure that you check out, okay, in today's module, make sure you check out the instructions because the homework is in the instructions, okay? I think a lot of you don't, and whoops. At the time that I'm recording this, I haven't linked the attendance yet, but I will. Okay, so homework is right here. Okay, let's go over this real fast. Well, I'm probably going to go over homework in the next video, in the rhetorical analysis video, but just I want to draw your attention to the fact that I've printed it out. I've tried to line it all out for you right here in the instructions for today. But you can start on the next video. I'm lagging somehow. Trying to catch up. You can go ahead and start the next video and I'll explain the homework there. I'm hoping this lag doesn't transfer over to what you guys are seeing. I apologize if I got all weird for a second. In the technology wise, I'm always a little bit weird as a person. But go ahead and take a look at the speeches and pick one out because you're going to need it for the homework. All right, this is going to be kind of a rapid fire paper. It's going to be a lot of work every day on the paper itself, but then you're going to be done with it. And we're getting our papers done a lot before the other classes. It's just a choice that I've made. So just be ready. Be ready for some hardcore paper writing. All right, guys, I hope this recording finds you well. I hope you had a happy Halloween. I hope you're enjoying or did enjoy your day off for Election Day. I hope the results went your way, whatever that might be. And I hope to be seeing you soon.